My name's Stephen M. Bland. I'm a journalist and author, and it was my pleasure to edit the English language edition of Sergey Bely's epic poem, The Maestro and His Muse, which tells the story of the bard, the maestro, and his partner. A tale of romance, travel, and adventures set against the backdrop of a world in turmoil as Satan and his servants play their wicked games. The verses take in a broad sweep of history and literature, from Bunin to Mayakovsky and Mandelstam. The central characters of Sergey Bely's poem, the maestro and his muse, value their unwavering faith, love, friendships, and experiences above worldly goods. The maestro tells the story of his life to his muse, from the Chernobyl disaster and the restrictions of Soviet times to the days after the winds of freedom have finally blown. There was never enough food, queues are the harbingers of revolutions. There were coupons, but where were the goods? There was communism, but where was the truth? The writers of books did not publish everything. If they did, they would be sent to prison. Enemies of the people against communism, write only about communism. And Satan was jubilant, for he knew that this was his golden time, his moment of grace. The Maestro and His Muse is a book about kindness and creation, a book full of positive experiences set against a backdrop of conflict, war, and negative events taking place in the world. At times redolent of Mikhail Bulgakov, the manuscript addresses deception and duplicity in the form of the disguised Satan and his servants. The tipsy homeless man drank until there was no wine left. "You will not suffer any more," said Satan. "We know," Satan whispered, "that on the embankment after swimming you will find peace in our kingdom of darkness forever." Prison is not only a physical place in The Maestro and His Muse, but can also be a mental state. Finally, free to travel following the collapse of the USSR, the central protagonist is able to fulfill his dream and see the world. Thus, The Maestro and His Muse is also a poem about nature, filled with vivid, sparkling descriptions of exotic landscapes which transport the reader to these destinations, about which the author tells the reader the history of. The Maestro and His Muse is a book that delves into the depths of the soul, for as the maestro says in the poem, "I am a writer of good and evil."